Hi everybody, welcome to another vlog. This is going to be a work week in my life, and this is the first episode of my Burnout Recovery Diaries. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I recently went part-time at my job because I've just been super overwhelmed and really burnt out for a few reasons. One, I work in healthcare, so just in general, healthcare workers get burnt out very quickly. And two, I have a long commute, which I did do to myself. I chose that, but it has been a lot for me, and I've been doing the hour commute for over a year now, and I just needed a break. I needed to take a step back. And also, I recently just finished paying off all of my debt besides my car loan. Last year was really heavily focused on paying off my student loans and my credit card debt, paying for our wedding, saving up for a house, and now we have all of those things, so it felt like a good chance for me to step back and focus on just living my life and enjoying my life a little bit more and pursuing some other passions that I have, such as creating content. Very privileged to be in this position to do that, and I'm not making a ton of money from social media, but I do think this is a good chance for me to give this a good try if it's something that I truly am passionate about. And I've said this in one of my videos before, I feel like you can really tell that I am a lot happier when I talk about social media or when I'm filming about this versus talking about my job in healthcare. So obviously I like what I do, and I'm also grateful that what I do for work pays me enough money where I'm still able to live my life and work part-time while pursuing something that I enjoy on the side. So welcome to my first official Burnout Recovery Diaries video. Basically, the gist of this video is going to be taking you guys along my Monday through Friday work week in my life. I am now working Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, so I have Wednesdays and Fridays off, which is amazing. I am picking up some extra shifts here and there, but in general, I will be working 3 days a week, typically those 3 days. Yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys my new routine for a work week. Obviously today was Monday, so I worked today. This week, the days that I am going in, I go in 6:30 to 3. Other weeks will be 7 to 3:30. We take turns doing warm-ups is what we call it. So this week, the days that I am going in, I'm going in at 6:30, so I did have to get up very early this morning. And a very similar day tomorrow, at least work-wise. And I do apologize, I can't really show you guys anything at work because I do work in a hospital, so I don't really go into anything about actual work. It's more just before work, after work. So tomorrow is very similar. I do have a Pilates class tomorrow after work, and I need to run a couple errands tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'm excited to show you guys what I'm going to be doing on my days off to rest, to recover, get back into a mental state that feels good. Welcome to the video. If you are new here, my name is Allison. I'm 29 years old. I work part-time in healthcare and post a lot of videos on social media about personal finance, my debt payoff journey, and just lifestyle content as well. If that is interesting to you, if you like this video, like and subscribe, follow along, and let's get into this work week. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. I'm feeling pretty good right now. It is Tuesday at 3, so I'm just leaving work. I'm so excited because now I have tomorrow off, and I'm going to a Pilates class tonight because I typically try to do my Pilates classes on Tuesday nights just because that's kind of what I was doing, and now it works out even better because I'd rather go on a day where I'm working just because of my schedule, and because I'm not working tomorrow, it doesn't feel like I'm like wasting my whole night. We're probably making burger bowls again tonight. We made those last night and they're super easy, quick, really good, and I don't really feel like doing anything else. Tomorrow I'm gonna cook this like chicken skillet thing because I'll have so much time. I told my husband I'm gonna be like the perfect little like housewife on the days that I'm off and do all the cooking and the cleaning. That's the plan. Let's get on the road. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I'm so excited today. I feel so good, so well rested. I did get up around 9, it's about 10 now. I got stuck because I had both cats on me. They're like so sleepy this time of day, so they were both sleeping on me, and then I just was like, well, I think I'm stuck here for like another hour. Took my time, got up slowly, enjoyed getting some rest in the middle of the week. For the morning, I'm going to go to the gym, which is why I ended up not washing my hair last night because I was like, that's right, I want to go to the gym on my days off. Like Pilates, I don't get that sweaty, but my plan at the gym is, and I just go to Planet Fitness, but my plan is to do some incline walking, maybe some arm exercises, and then I end usually with the Stairmaster, and I get really sweaty on that, so I was like, I'll just wait, wash my hair tonight, and then I have like clean hair for work on Thursday. We're gonna do that, and then I do still have to stop and get a birthday card for my grandfather, and then I have to pick up a couple other things. I'm gonna do a little cleaning because my husband usually always does the cleaning and I feel bad, but he works from home, so he has more opportunity to like do things during the day. Just some other cleaning. I do want to put away all the Christmas decor. I don't think that's gonna be today's task. I think that might be Friday or like the weekend task. I do want to get some reading done today. I did finally finish this book last night. I'm gonna give this maybe 2.5 stars. It was not my favorite. I was expecting more from it. It's not my cup of tea, and it was really long for like what it was, if that makes sense. Now we're gonna move on to the book that I have on my Kindle that I'm renting from Libby. You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. I have 9 days to read it. I feel really good. I feel like happy that I'm getting this opportunity to do this and relax and recharge and focus on things that I want to focus on. So I'm gonna stop talking because if I keep going, I will just keep procrastinating going to the gym. We made it to the end of Wednesday. I had such a good day. I've said this before. Not being at work is better than being at work, always. I focused on my physical health today and my mental health just by resting, relaxing, reading. And then I also got stuff done for YouTube, which was awesome. So that's another like amazing perk of this. So it was really nice to be able to like take my time and edit my video the way that I want to and put a little bit more energy and effort into the editing process of YouTube. I feel good right now. Obviously, this is the first day of this new schedule, so we'll see. My husband asked me, he's like, are you bored yet? And I was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, I don't honestly think I could ever go back to working full time because this is just so nice. I'm making a little bit less money than I was, but money doesn't buy you happiness. Freedom, time, energy, that's really truly what I'm focusing on. So just want to share like where my mind's at right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, Thursday, my last work day of this week. We made it to Thursday. That was my last shift of the week, and I'm very grateful because it was a tough one. It was a very tough shift, and it really made me grateful for working part-time. And it was also a good reminder of why I decided to go part-time, because I ended up staying an extra hour today, which in the grand scheme, like an hour is not the end of the world. But in healthcare, it's so common, unfortunately, to like be asked or expected to stay longer than your shift. And it's frustrating. I don't know. It's a good reminder that, I'm happy that I did what I did, because that was happening a lot. Like back when I first started here, it was happening a lot and I was super frustrated. It genuinely doesn't happen too much anymore where I have to stay, especially not an extra hour. And then other than that, it was also a busy day. It was an exhausting and like frustrating day. And now obviously I'm leaving like an hour later than I was expecting, and I have an hour drive home. But at the same time, like obviously now staying a little bit later isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, because I'll be getting an extra like hour of pay as well for this like pay period. But is that really worth it? I don't really know. Like that 1 hour, definitely not worth it. So anyway, that was my day. I feel like this was a good thing that it happened during this week in my life, because it was needed, It was needed as a nice reminder that work is work and things are gonna happen, and I made a good choice doing what I did for my own like mental health and sanity. So yeah, let's get on the road. I need to get home, and then probably by the time I get home it'll be like dinner, watch TV, read, go to bed. The only good thing about today was that I didn't really have anything to do at lunch, so I brought my Kindle and read. So I'm already like 30% done with the book that I'm reading. So that's a nice perk of going part-time as well. I'm reading so much faster. And I forgot that just when you read on a Kindle, like I read so much faster. Let's get on the road because I need to get home. We made it to Friday. I am back in a great mood because I got 10 hours of sleep last night. That has been the most noticeable change for me, is being able to sleep a little bit more and like actually feeling more rested throughout the week, because I am able to sleep in 2 days now during the week instead of getting up at 4:30, 4:45 every single morning. That has been the first thing that I like the most so far about my new schedule. I did end up going to a Pilates class today around noon. My Pilates instructor is off for the next 2 weeks and I wasn't able to book any classes, so I was trying to get my 5 classes in when I could. It just worked out that I went today, but it was nice. It's so nice. I feel like a Pilates mom, like stay-at-home mom, but I don't have any kids. I just have 2 cats. I've mostly just been relaxing. I did a couple of chores because now that I'm home more, I want to help out my husband a little bit and do some of the stuff around the house. He's amazing and he does a lot of that when I'm gone or when I was working full-time, because I would leave so much earlier than him and basically get home around the same time when he works from home. So I want to help out. I want to, do the dishes, vacuum, clean, keep everything organized. It is already 3, so I don't know what else I'm really gonna be doing today. Probably just keep editing until my husband is done with work. Then we'll figure out what we want to do for dinner, and we usually just hang out downstairs, watch some TV, and catch up on our days. I will hopefully start to get into more of a rhythm in the coming weeks of making the most out of these days off. I feel like they definitely have still, like even this week, it's been really, really helpful. I do feel like there's more I can be doing with my time, but I just wanted to end off this video just kind of going through my thoughts on going part-time and how I felt like this week went for me. Feeling burnt out definitely taught me to take a step back, focus on my own well-being and mental health, and not everything is about working and climbing the ladder and being a career-driven person. I think my generation was very much told that we had to be, or like pushed in that direction, but it's also okay to not want to do that and not want to keep getting promotions. It's okay to not want to work more than 40 hours a week. It's okay to want to live life. I feel like at least my parents were very much focused on, you need to get a job, you need to be able to provide for yourself, you need to work really hard, and in their mind, like having a good job and getting paid a lot of money was more important than a lot of other things in life. I've realized that it's definitely not the case. I love my parents and I love my mom, but she was someone who kind of prioritized work even over her children at some points. When we were younger, not so much. She was home with us when we were really young to take care of us, and she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom for a little bit, and she did. But then I feel like when she went back to work, it was kind of an all or nothing mindset with her. She missed out on a lot of like sports events and school things, and she worked weird hours, which is totally fine. As a kid, I noticed that, and I noticed that my dad was always at these things and my mom wasn't. So for me, I feel like that affected me mentally, in the fact that like I don't want to be like that in my own life and with my own kids. I don't have kids yet, but if I keep going down the path that I was going down, I could have potentially be in that position where I'm missing things. Even some of my old coworkers at my last job, they were moms and they would miss their kids' things. And I didn't like that. I don't love that feeling. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I made the decision I did. I also know that not everyone is in a financial place where they can do that. And I do have other passions and hobbies that I'm fortunate enough bring me in some extra money, such as creating content, taking time away from work, putting a little bit more energy into this also will make me more money. So it's a little bit of a risk cutting back on my hours, not knowing if I'm gonna make money. I also think there's a time and a place to bet on yourself and take the time that you can to put all your energy into something that you enjoy. Because again, life is way more important than working to yourself to death, basically. But I also think there's a way to do it to be smart, because obviously I couldn't just quit my job and try to pursue social media. I need some sort of income. I need to be able to pay my bills. I enjoy the stability of having a job. I like having retirement, health benefits, all of those things obviously play a part. Again, I realize not everyone can do what I'm doing. I'm very fortunate, and I have already felt so much better this week than I have in months. Even though I had a rough day yesterday at work, last night I could kind of unwind from all of that, take a step back, relax, and then wake up this morning and take a breath and not worry about work. But I really do feel like this next chapter in my life is about finding balance, taking care of myself, taking care of my physical health, my mental health, being with my loved ones, spending more time with my husband, because I do feel like it has affected our relationship a little bit, just solely because I've been in such a routine, and when I come home, I eat, I work on social media, I go to sleep, and then do it all again. So it has affected the time that we get to spend together living a slower, simple life. Obviously, a lot of my content is about personal finances as well, and I want to try to find a way to incorporate that into my content and how I'm living a little bit more simply and low maintenance, not spending as much money, finding ways that I can budget better, save money, all of those things. And I will be sharing all of that with you guys, because that is really what I do enjoy talking about the most on social media, is my finances, and that's kind of where my whole social media journey started. So I love talking about all of that. Just want to wrap this up by saying, if you are feeling burnt out, just know you are absolutely not alone, and I am really, really hopeful for any of you that are feeling this way, that there's better days coming. Maybe you can go part-time, maybe you find a different job, maybe you do have to work your way up to a certain point where you can then get a job that gives you a little bit more freedom. Maybe you get a remote job. There are options for things. I know sometimes you feel stuck. I will say this too, sometimes pushing yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone can help you achieve those goals that you want to, and might help open up some other opportunities for you. Just know that it's okay to take a step back, take time for yourself. It's just important to make sure you're also set up in a position financially that you can support yourself, support your family, still be able to afford all of the things that you need to afford. Choose yourself, take time for yourself, because there's no point in working so much that you're miserable. What's the point of overworking yourself for a job that probably doesn't care about you when you're not happy? Because you do only get this one life. That is something that I feel like I've really focused on in the last couple months, is just remember, you do only get this one life, and if you want to try and do other things and pursue other things and live your life a certain way, you have to do it, and do it now, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. You don't have any other lives to live. This is it. So that is my little spiel on burnout and how I'm feeling, and how I'm genuinely so grateful for this opportunity to go part-time and take some time for myself and share more of my life with you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, supporting me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more updates and videos like this. And of course, I will see you guys soon in my next video.